Welcome back to another episode of Hump Day Heroes. This is actually episode number 15, believe it or not. Yeah. Shout out to my panel. Um, First on the docket, let's introduce these handsome young men. On the bottom, we have Sam, aka Triple D Dodgeball, aka Thresholds of Reality, aka Sam Esquire. Say hello.
Hello, welcome everybody, anybody in the chat to this wonderful show. Rich putting together the information, the slides that you need to navigate the spec world post San Diego Comic-Con.
Yeah, I tried. And my boy, my brother from another mother, say hello to the best presser in the game, Joe Red Hood Comic.
What's up, guys?
What up,
How
Joe?
y'all doing?
Doing so good, man.
Yeah, I just got back from the flea market Comic Con in Corpus over here. It was a star-studded event. I saw Drunken Lucio and Hillbilly Todd, and they were smoking blunts outside the building. You can drink beers in my flea market, dude.
Really?
Yeah, dude, and fights pop off in there, dude. Some people eating fried corn on the cob and drinking a beer and like hitting them over the head with the corn, and yeah, it's pretty cool, man.
That's cool, man. That's cool. Did you
They
pick up
get
anything?
ghetto, bro.
Did you pick up anything?
Man, they didn't really have jack shit, dude. Like, there was one guy, dude, that was there and said that he found this collection, and it was a from an estate sale, and I was like, and he had some new books in there, and I was like, okay, fucking liar, man.
Nothing? No books?
Dude. Crap.
Well,
All right.
maybe no comic books, but were there any Bibles or hardbound books from a century ago?
No, man, but they've got counterfeit jerseys, man. Like any jersey you want, like they have it, dude, and it says Mitchell and Ness on it. So, like, some man, I'll tell you what, man, some of the baddest counterfeiters you'll ever see, dude. So, anything you want, man. Like you want your own name, they'll stitch it there in like 5 minutes, dude.
Joe Red Hood Comic is like the dark web of comics. Right? He knows all the tricks and trials and tribulations. Patrick saying my two picks from SDCC that I grabbed quick and cheap was Avengers 41 and Daredevil 227. Grabbed an MGA insert, Canadian price variant on the Daredevil. Congrats, brother. Shout out to Patrick, and thank you for getting in on one of the leagues. I appreciate that. I saw that notification. Appreciate you, Patrick. This is Popcorn Culture Hump Day Heroes number 15. Unfortunately, we're not going to be covering any FOC stuff today. There was just way too much SDCC news, and plus there's nothing really on FOC. Well, I shouldn't say that. There was some good stuff, but anyways, long story short, we are going to do some new comic book day Wednesday spec picks, and of course, like, share, comment, subscribe. We appreciate anything you can do for the channel. If you got a question, constructive criticism, drop it in the comment section. Let's chop it up. Appreciate a like if you can. This iteration of Hump Day Heroes number 15 is sponsored by Sniff Comics. sniffcomics.com. Use the code YouTube10, that's YouTube10, and get 10% off your next order. Make sure when you register and pay and get your 10% off, refer Sniff Comics to your friend, your neighbor, family, what have you, because I trust these people. It's a good site and a good retailer, Sniff Comics. All right, so
Before we start the slides,
yeah,
can we check in with Joe to see how his efforts to bring waving back are going?
Well, I'm sorry I forgot to start it off, but I want to bring the wave back. You know, it's because you know what where this whole the wave thing came from, right? I saw a documentary on where the high five came from. And it was some ex-Dodger player where they first saw him do the high five. And I said, I wonder who the first guy to wave at another guy was, right? You could say it was like maybe some like Indian Howl and all of that. But the wiggle, like who added the wiggle? Like it's just that little shit that like, like the little hamster like goes on in my head. Like who started the wave? I mean, the wave, not the wave where the crowd goes, ah!
Who knows? But I know who's bringing it back, and it's Red Hood. What's up?
Yeah. Hi.
Very cool.
With the wiggle. It can't just be like that. It's got to include the wiggle.
All right. Sorry to derail the show there.
Yeah,
Rich.
man. Hi, Rich. Hi, Rich.
Jamie,
I wiggled at you, bro.
Jamie Lee Curtis, ready to work with Marvel Studios. I'm surprised they didn't put a question mark there. So if you guys know any of the drama with Jamie Lee Curtis, she has been, I guess you could say, one of the A-list actors, directors, producers on the forefront of talking shit on superhero movies. She even came out and said that superhero films were for children, quote unquote. Well, in recent months, she has caused another stir online about superhero movies. In a recent interview, the Halloween actress explains that she wasn't bashing the studio, so she's basically walking back what she was saying. She wasn't bashing the studio or bashing superhero movies. She simply was highlighting how special her latest release, Everything Everywhere All at Once, was as it competed against Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness. She said, quote, "I have nothing against Marvel as an entity," Curtis explained. Quote, what I was talking about is that Everything Everywhere All at Once was a little movie that could ... And we were able to tell a multiverse story that really touched people. What I was trying to talk about was it doesn't have to be a Marvel movie in order to be a spectacle and to really move you, end quote. So basically she's saying that her movie was multiversy and it doesn't really have to be a Marvel movie to be top notch.
All right, so pause. Did you see Everything Everywhere All at Once?
No.
I've seen it 4 times.
Is it good?
It's amazing. It's incredible. As far as multiverse movies go, it is way better than Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness. Like, if she's comparing them, I would agree.
That's not saying much.
Madness is for kids, and Everything Everywhere All at Once is on another level. And I will say, if you haven't seen Everything Everywhere All at Once, it is coming back to theaters soon with 8 additional minutes. So you'll be getting more minutes if you've already seen it. But if you haven't seen it, it's going to be a brand new movie. But the thing that I want you to understand is that Everything Everywhere All at Once is both simultaneously the most hilarious and deepest movie of the year. And I will be shocked if it's not nominated for an Oscar. But here's the main thing. Butt plug Kung Fu. Butt plug Kung Fu. If you are needing a reason to go see Everything Everywhere All at Once, butt plug Kung Fu is your reason. Freaking insane. This movie is amazing.
What the hell is butt plug Kung Fu?
It will make no sense for me to try to explain it to you.
All right.
But in the context of the movie, it makes perfect sense.
So who comes out in that Jamie Lee Curtis movie?
So who comes out?
Yeah, what actors?
What do you mean?
In the Jamie Lee Curtis movie that she directed?
Oh, I see. I don't know. She did not direct the movie I'm referring to.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I thought she directed that movie.
No, it was directed by the Daniels.
Okay.
Who also did Swiss Army Man, which is another insane movie. So, yeah. Sorry.
You'll have to forgive me. I have a attention deficit disorder.
All right, guys. So I don't know if you guys heard, but Ant-Man 3 is looking pretty good, and it seems like it's pretty much almost done, according to Red Hood. He says you can even watch part or most of the movie through a Reddit link, which we would never do. We would never
No,
encourage.
not watch it. Somebody like they've got the whole like synopsis and the ending and
Oh,
all
yeah,
of
yeah,
that.
yeah. Gotcha. There you go. Okay, so
Spoilers. They've got spoilers.
all right, so that makes a lot of sense. Okay, so here is your initial poster, illustrated for Marvel Studios and SDCC, by I guess what, Peyton Reed, I believe. And here's what it looks like. Let's go ahead and get this back up there, and bada
That's
boom.
Ant-Man and the Wasp. Oh, here we go.
So there you got Kang the Conqueror in the background. You got the Wasp, and then you got Paul Rudd's Ant-Man. But who is this character on the right, guys?
That's his daughter.
Yeah, that's Stature.
Stature, Stingray, or Stature? Which one? The purple Stature, right?
Yeah,
That's what I thought.
it should be Stature, unless they want to call the character something else.
Well, there's a little bit of misconception, or I guess you could say fogginess, in the sense that there hasn't been a confirmation on Stature Stingray, because supposedly the actress said she hashtagged Stature a long time ago, but then people at SDCC coming out of there were saying Stingray. I don't know. I wasn't there, but it looks like this poster is stating Stature, and Marvel has this poster officially on their Twitter. So that looks like Stature to me. What do you guys think?
Like the poster sucks, dude. Like that doesn't make me want to go see it. I'm going to go see it because I know about Ant-Man, and I like Scott Lang, and I know Kang is going to be in it, but like, man, like with all the technology and all the great artists and all the great graphic designers, like this is what you're going to put for a next level movie, right? That supposedly is going to introduce the Fantastic Four.
Okay.
Like I'm not even like, bro. Like give me
Give me fuel, give me fire, give me that which I desire.
give me like give me like Kang in the middle and the three little bugs flying around Kang's head or something, man. Like I don't know, man. The poster seems weak. It just seems weak for a mega movie like that.
Yeah, no,
I agree.
Know. I agree with you. Let's
Somebody
see.
will probably disagree with me. Oh, Joe, you're crazy. It's like,
you make sense. You make a lot of sense. I like it. All right. So we're going to do in case you missed it, an SDCC 2022 footnote version, I guess you could say, Hall H panel news. And we're going to talk a little bit about some books. It's not complete. We're going to try to finish it on Thursday with all the spec books that I've either invested in or you should keep your eye on. But here is just kind of a footnote or a brief example of what we got here. First is your She-Hulk poster here, and this is the official poster for She-Hulk, and it was released in Hall H. I really like that poster a lot. I hope they make like shirts or a variant like that. Here's your panel. I know that the slide is a little bit small. You can't really tell, but yeah, I mean, the big news besides She-Hulk was also Daredevil is going to be opening with 18 episodes in their reboot on Disney Plus, which I'm very excited again. I think they're calling it Born Again or something like that. But anyways, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 is confirmed. We all know that's coming. Black Panther 2, Black Panther Wakanda Forever, all the things that were rumored and I guess you could say rehashed were pretty much confirmed on Saturday. Here are some books that myself, Red Hood, Mel, a lot of the guys, Josh Allen, Patrick, a lot of these guys from Flipside and from CBSI, that we've invested in and we've been talking about for years now. But let's go ahead and touch on that real quick. You guys know that Black Panther 2 from the 2005 series is the first appearance of Shuri. There's also a newsstand of that book. The second appearance is not issue 3 like Key Collector had up on his app for about 2 years. It's actually issue 4, and he did not recant that. But Nick is a good guy. He's got a lot on his plate. I get it. Okay, now we have Black Panther Annual #1 from 2008 release, and then we have Black Panther 5 from the 2009 series. Now, what's the difference between the two? They wanted, some people say cameo and full. Now, this is the real difference, because she's in 4 or 5 panels, 2 or 3 in the front and 2 or 3 in the back. Dialogue, revealed, the whole bit. This is a full appearance of Shuri as Black Panther, but the thing is she's not in continuity. She's not in the 616 continuity. It's in a different reality, and it's in the future. So chronologically, Black Panther #5 would be the first appearance, but historically, which we go off of market-wise, speculator-wise, investment-wise, Black Panther Annual #1 is your first appearance ever of Shuri in story as Black Panther. Revealed, the whole bit. Black Panther 5 2009, I love that book as well. That is your first appearance of Shuri as Black Panther in 616 continuity. Shuri #1, first solo. I believe this is a low print run book for a #1 issue. I'm guessing probably 40,000, or I mean, that's not low, but it's on the lower end for an issue 1. But I know that all the issues 2 through whatever 12 are like in the below like 20,000, below 15,000 range. But this is a really cool book to have. They have a couple really cool variants. There's a 1 in 10 movie variant, and there's a really cool second print that's really sought after. This right here on the left is Ironheart #9. That is your first Riri Williams, aka Ironheart, and Shuri meeting or meetup. And then Shuri #6 is your first Miles Morales and Shuri. And then Shuri #7 is your first Miles, Shuri, and Miss Marvel team up. And that book is literally I say both #6 and 7 are $2 books. You can find all 3 of these in back issue bins. That's a given. Black Panther #8, 2009. This comes in direct and newsstand. This is your first appearance of Anika, and after the news on Saturday, she is confirmed. Shout out to Mel from It's Drunken Chat, son. Me and him have been loving this book for almost 4 years now, so really excited about that one. This one is I don't remember who gave me this. I want to say Red Hood, but I think it was it you, Red Hood, that gave me this book? I remember.
No, I think it was Avengers versus X-Men is the one that.
Okay. Black Panther #11, 2009. This is your first Shuri versus Namor battle. As you know, Namor is coming, and he is most likely going to be in what did they say on Saturday? He's going to be introduced in Black Panther 2, right? Atlantis is going to flood Wakanda or something like that, and then he's going to kill a bunch of no-namers, and then that's how he's going to be introduced, the anti-hero. This is a really cool one. I like this one. I mean, it's not like a huge key or anything. It's in back issue bins, but the suit that Shuri's wearing, it looks like it's like an underwater type Black Panther suit. It's really cool.
Kind of looks like an Iron Man suit,
right? Doesn't it? And then speaking of Namor, I didn't put any of the Golden Age stuff. Sorry, Josh, but it's out of my price range and probably 95% of us. So I just went ahead and hit the ones that are still not in our price range, but seem like more feasible. Fantastic Four, of course, is a grail, and that is your first Namor the Submariner appearance in the Silver Age. And then, of course, Submariner #1, your first solo from 1968 in the Silver Age as well. You have your first appearance of Namora and your first team up of Namor in Marvel Mystery Comics 82. I could not mention this if I'm talking about Namora. It is a Golden Age book from 1942. Most likely not feasible for most of us. But Fantastic 433, a lot of us speculated on, including me, for Automa, and confirmed first appearance of Automa in Fantastic 433. Tales to Astonish number 64. You not only have your first cover appearance and second appearance of the leader, but you have your second full appearance of Automa. So yeah, I mean, this book is a cheap book as well, and it's from the Silver Age. Let me go ahead and hit the chat. What do you guys think?
No, I think it's stuff that we've speculated on for the last few years, and like if you haven't had a chance to pick some of these keys up, a lot of them are still affordable, like the first meeting of Shuri and what you call it, Riri. I mean, that's still affordable. That could end up being a major key. So
me too. Yeah, I agree. I think that way too. Nice.
What I speculate is, like, when you think about Namor and you look at his Golden Age and Silver Age, and some of these books may be out of some people's price range. I've always thought that the modern books, the newer books with a cool variant, a great cover by a great artist, might be the ones that are going to be sought after, especially dealing with Namor.
People sleeping. Patrick's saying people sleeping on her second and third appearances. Totally,
absolutely, yeah.
And
I mean, there's
like
meat
Joe
on the
saying,
bone all over, man. One book, dollar that I've been specking on for years is the Squadron Supreme number 13, the variant. I don't know if you can pull that one up. I had posted it many times on my IG. But it's a low print run, and basically, like, when you look at the picture, like the guy and the throne, I mean, it's taken right out of the trailer.
Right.
I don't know if you could pull that one up, dollar.
Which trailer? Say it again one more time.
Sorry. Okay, if you could pull up Squadron Supreme number 13.
Okay. Give me 1 second. Right. Let's see.
The variant.
Let me pull it up real quick. And I'm gonna go ahead and repeat what I was saying. If you guys are thinking about content creating, do not buy a MacBook Pro because it sucks. Okay, what number?
Number 13 variant.
Huh. Can't find it. All right, let me see. Give me a second.
You want me to send it to you on IG?
I got it. There we go. Let's see here. Is that what okay, got it. All right. So here we are. Let me share the screen. Boom.
There you go. So when you watch the trailer, there's the scene where Namor's like descending into the water, and his throne is there. So like, and the throne is underwater, just like this picture,
right?
And disregard the black shirt and pants or whatever. If you put some green tights on it, this is taken straight out of the trailer. I mean, it looks just like the trailer.
Right.
But this book is flying on eBay right now. There's sales of I saw 9.8 sell for close to 500. They've got some listed at 700. Like, this is and I talked about this book like a year and a half ago.
Yeah, you did. I remember. Yeah, I believe you put it on the Spec 10 as well, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Really,
really.
It's a fire book. Like if you're Kevin Feige and you saw this picture and you're thinking about how do I introduce Namor, and you see this picture, so man, I got to get this guy in the MCU. Just looking at that pic, like, if you want to speculate if he's going to be a villain, like, this is the look you want. But the original art sold for I think close to 8,000. And man, like somebody well, yeah, I wonder if they'll make him a mutant. Well, he's supposed to be the first mutant, right?
Right.
I mean, that's from the comics, but who knows? But you see his birth in the trailer too.
Right.
So that's pretty cool. And he's got little wings on his feet, bro. If you pull up the trailer, he's got little wings on his feet. So supposedly he's going to fly.
Cool, man. We'll pull that up in a minute. Let's go ahead and continue here. So Marvel Studios, the Multiverse Saga. Okay. Did anybody hear anything about that, or is that just the name of this phase? I don't.
Whatever, man.
It's not just the phase. It's like the whole. It's like the next 3 phases.
Okay, so that's basically the end of 4, 5, and 6, right? The end of 4, and then phase 5 and 6.
The Infinity Saga was the first 3 phases, and then the next 2 phases is the Multiverse Saga.
Gotcha.
So in about 15 years, we'll see the X-Men.
Yeah, man. Secret Invasion confirmed. New Avengers 1, New Avengers 40, and New Avengers 40 second print. That's the book. But for Veronica, the Scroll Queen, she actually appears for the first time in issue 40. Issue 1, she appears, but she's a Spider-Woman, I believe. She's not, you don't really see her until issue 40. And in issue 40 of the second print of issue 40, she's actually on the cover. That's a cool book. It's definitely no secret. We've known about this for years, but just wanted to go ahead and throw that out there. There are newsstand copies of New Avengers 1 and New Avengers 40, but I don't believe there's any of the second print. Talos, I mean, what can you say? I mean, there's not really a lot of books to spec on with Talos besides, Incredible Hulk 418. There's just so many of them that you just didn't really see an FMV bump, and probably never going to ever see an FMV bump or a fair market value bump with this character, unless it's some kind of spec like Joe was talking about with Namor, like a variant. Meet the Skrulls #1 is a good one. There's some really cool variants in second print, low print run as well. But how about this one?
No, Dollar, like you hit the nail on the head. Meet the Skrulls. Like nobody ordered that book, bro. Like if you see Meet the Skrulls, like any of the issues, pick it up, man. That's a low freaking print run, man. And and totally they're in dollar bins, and like that is really hard to find.
Yeah, I'm right with you right there. I had the 1 in 25 Declan Shalvey. But I ended up letting it go on Mercari for like $100. Yeah, I mean, I think I bought it from my comic shop for like $10 the day of release. So, the day of release, nobody cared about Meet the Skrulls, and then like I believe Key Collector or somebody had an alert like a week later, said that this was a book that he was, or a character to be specking on or whatever. But I wanted to bring this to the forefront because not a lot of people know about this book. Incredible Hulk 419 is actually your first cover appearance. Some say first full, I say second appearance of Talos, but this is your first cover of Talos, and it's not sought after. It's literally a $1 book. It might be a cool book to check your back issue bins for if Talos ever does hit a bump. I just don't see Talos really hitting a bump. I mean, he's been in a ton of movies, played by Ben, what's his name? Mendelsohn, great actor, and his books have done nothing. So yeah, only 9 likes. Come on, homies. I appreciate you guys.
Where are you, Ferd? Waiting on you, man. Get your ass in here.
Jeez, Ferd.
Ant-Man and the Wasp 3, or Ant-Man 3 Quantumania. Yes, we spoke on that. Here's Joe's show he's been waiting years for, Echo. And if you haven't been to Joe's Instagram, that's at Red Hood Comic. I highly suggest you go there and see the beautiful display of Echo and how exciting
Bro,
it is to
I can't believe
Joe.
I can't believe they're making this show, bro. Like,
is yearning too
this
strong?
Is crap. Huh? What's that?
Is yearning too strong of a word for your feelings for that show?
Man, that is crap. Put a better show, man. Like, who wants to see that? You're gonna be like so craving like the B characters, the side characters. You don't give a shit about Echo, dude. What is Echo gonna do, bro?
And watch it be the best Disney Plus.
Is she gonna bust out the Infinity
Like,
Gauntlet?
You're gonna be like, okay, look. You're gonna be like Shaq eating the bomb on Hot Ones.
Is she gonna bust out the Infinity Gauntlet? You know, is she gonna teleport? Like, bro, like, no.
She's
Bernie
gonna
disagrees.
do some magic sign language jams, bro, that you have not seen coming.
Well, I'll tell you what. The only reason people want this this show to come out and do well is because they're sitting on those Daredevil keys. First appearance of Echo, the David Mack books. Like, I get it, but the show's gonna suck.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, like, as soon as the trailer drops for the Echo series, sell them. Like, because I promise you, save this on your favorites on YouTube. I told you here first. This show is gonna bomb. It's gonna be terrible. And mark my words, dude. Like,
you know, honestly though, even if the show is good, it doesn't matter. You still need to sell them before the show drops.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's gaga.
We sell on news and trailers. We buy when nothing's happening. Oh, Jasper Cunningham.
Oh, come on, man.
Sounds like an old. But anyways, they should have picked a better actress for Echo. Okay. Red Hood hates deaf Native Americans. That's not
true.
That's not true.
Just deaf Americans.
He just hates deaf. Maybe she will get the Phoenix Force. Hey, that's pretty cool.
Oh, great. Can't wait.
Good idea. Loki season 2 is confirmed. We've already spoke about this on the show. Blade confirmed. We know that. Ironheart. Yes. Cannot wait. I'm so glad that they announced this as well. Patrick has something for you. He says, I disagree, Red Hood. Hawkeye was good. You hating. LOL. Don't forget she was just Maya on Hawkeye. She isn't Echo yet. But yeah, sell before the show, lol. Yes, very excited for Blade and Ironheart, which we're going to talk about more spec books on Blade and Ironheart on Thursday. Hopefully Joe can join us. Sam will be here. And hopefully Ferdbird the Nerd has a market report for us for the 4 books for those 2 movies. Cough. Agatha, Coven of Chaos. So Agatha Harkness.
Name. It was House of Harkness, right?
Yeah, it was House of Harkness, but now it's Coven of Chaos. And Agatha Harkness, and I would imagine probably Scarlet Witch is going to be making an appearance as well. I wouldn't be surprised if we see.
That's why you got the title change, right? Because Chaos Magic, right?
Yeah, right. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, good idea.
That's why you changed it so you can bring in Scarlet Witch, bro.
There you go. And then Scarlet Witch and what's her son's name? Agatha's son in the Fantastic Four. What is it? 185.
Screech.
He was like a dog.
Scratch.
Something like that. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Here we go. Daredevil, Born Again. This is the one I'm most excited about. Supposed to be 18 episodes. I don't know if that's true, but I just read a report that's saying that it's supposedly going to be 18 episodes. I don't know if that's broken into 2 seasons or what. Or maybe the person put a typo and it's just 8 episodes.
No, it's
18, bro.
Announced at SDCC.
Okay. All right. Here are a couple books that are getting the bump right away. Of course, on the left, that's always going to be a book that's probably never going. It's a blue chip book, in my opinion. And then you have Daredevil 227. Shout out to Patrick. He says that he spec'd on this book hard. This is this book right here is when Daredevil actually reveals his identity to Wilson Fisk, to Kingpin. So, and that's Frank Miller. Is that right? Or no? Is that not Frank Miller?
Yeah, that
Barney Miller.
Should be Frank Miller.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so shout out
to
that's
Patrick. Frank Miller.
I thought it was. It's around those.
Miller.
Maybe not. Okay. But regardless, he reveals the identity to Kingpin, and a lot of people are thinking this is going to happen in the new series coming up on
Well,
Disney.
you got the Trade Center in the background too, and so it makes this
That's cool.
very
Yeah.
collectible as well. So,
Yep, very cool. This one is another one I'm very excited for. This is Captain America 4, New World Order. I think the subtitle is a little aggressive, in my opinion. New World Order sounds just so political to me.
Very
Yeah.
conspiracy theory.
Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, and I'm not trying to look
More-
too much into it or get into a political conversation here, but it just seems a little aggressive. That's all.
Let's do it right now.
you know what I think is going to happen, bro?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I think is going to happen?
Shoot.
I think they're going to kill Sam Wilson in that movie, and it's going to be like the death of Captain America.
Yeah.
I don't think that's going to happen.
That's funny.
I think they're going to kill him, bro.
That's funny you brought that up because we are going to talk about that right now. And that's Captain America 117 or 117. That is your first appearance and cover and origin of Sam Wilson, the Falcon. You have Captain America 25, where he actually takes over the Captain America moniker. That is his first solo series, all new Captain America #1. Here you have Sam Wilson's Captain America. What is this? Issue 3 and 5, I believe.
Mhm.
And this is when Torres takes over as the new Falcon, and supposedly that's going to happen, right? He's going to be the new Falcon in Captain America 4. Here is Captain America #1 from Brubaker and Epstein's, I guess you could say,
Classic.
classic, infamous, iconic run. Brubaker just kills it, of course, with Captain America. But in this series, he created Winter Soldier from Bucky Barnes.
Is that the Hasselhoff Nick Fury versus the Jackson Nick Fury?
This is your first cameo of Bucky Barnes as Winter Soldier. Here are the books, though, the big books. Captain America #6, cover A, and then your Steve Epstein variant. I wasn't collecting comics at that time in 2005, but I believe they called this the limited edition variant. I'd like to look more into that if there's any retailers in the chat. Was this a percentile qualifier? How did this work? Was it open to order? Because my comic shop's calling it a limited edition. So, but yeah, if you don't have the one on the right, you must have the one on the left. And if you've already been priced out of those two, which they probably have seen a bump, I haven't checked the market, then I would take a shot at this one because there's your cameo. Now we get into Captain America #11. This is your origin of Bucky Barnes as the Winter Soldier. Also comes in a newsstand as well.
That book still holds up, man. Still holds up.
So just to touch on Red Hood's hot take of Captain America, Sam Wilson dying or being killed off. This is Captain America 25. This is where Captain America actually gets killed, I believe. But it's Steve Rogers. It's not Sam Wilson. But yeah, it's still a cool book, and there's some other stuff going on in that book. And then you have this Captain America 34, I believe, is your first appearance of Bucky Barnes as Captain America. And then you have, back in the Brubaker series, you have Captain America 16, which is a just as the last couple months is sought after, because that is your first modern appearance of what's his name, Red Skull's daughter, Sin. Okay, I know she first appears in Captain America 290, but she's a different character there. This is where she's actually Sin, and then down the line she becomes Sister Sin, and so on and so forth. There's a lot of cool cover appearances of her, but is that her on the right there with the machine gun? Or no, that's probably Black Widow or something, huh?
No, that's Carter, Sharon Carter.
Oh, Sharon Carter. Okay. Okay, Jasper, 100% pass. Captain America 4, can't wait. I love Captain America 2. Yeah, no way Sam died.
Like that's highly probable that Sam dies and Bucky takes up the mantle of Cap, and then you have
not gonna
the new. Why is it not going to happen, Sam?
It would go the other way. Why would they do that? They just gave him the shield. Why would they kill him off?
So, do you think to make him a martyr?
No.
No.
There's no way that they would do that. It goes against all the direction that they're taking these movies right now. I could see them going after Winter Soldier, Bucky getting
You think
taken.
they'll kill him?
I think they would, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't do either.
We're going with Sam's take. They're going to kill Bucky off.
No, I'm saying if anybody has to get killed off, it would be Bucky before Sam. I don't think
heard it here
one.
first. They're killing Bucky. You heard it here first.
No. They're not killing Bucky. They're not killing Wilson. I don't think they kill either one because they work really well together.
Hey, I wanted to add this Captain America 612, and there is a Tron variant for 612, but this is when Sin actually takes the mantle of Red Skull. And this one is a dollar bin book. You should be able to find this probably online or in your back issue bins. It's not really being looked at, but and that Tron variant, that's tough to find, AOA. Shout out to AOA for mentioning that. Thank you so much. Tree Man 1370 is asking about Isaiah Bradley's spec for Captain America 4. Yeah, of course. Truth, Red, White, and Blood, I believe. Is that what it's called? Right. Issue 1. Yes, definitely. I think Isaiah Bradley is going to be coming back with a subtitle like New World Order. Sounds like, you know what I mean? They're going to be talking about more. They might touch back on Isaiah Bradley's origin. Jasper says, I agree with the bearded guy. They spent money. We all have beards, I think, right? Okay. I agree with the bearded guy. They spent money on an entire show making him Cap. They aren't killing him. That's stupid.
No, it's not stupid.
Lendanini 1 sounds like Red Hood has a bunch of comics with someone's death.
Man, I got a bunch of comics with somebody's something. You know what I mean? Like, you don't want to know how many comics I have. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if that happens or not. I'm not.
You're playing both sides. That way you always.
Yeah. I hoard more than anything. I could give a shit, you know?
There you go. That's the way to do it. Captain America 154 and 155. Now, this is your first appearance in cameo of Jack Monroe as Bucky, and then he becomes a Nomad in issue number 155. Nomad is heavily rumored to appear. Some people saying that we're at the Comic-Con that they mentioned it. I'm not sure. But, I'm not going to leave this out. If you are speculating on Captain America 4, this is Captain America 180. This is your first appearance, origin, and cover of Steve Rogers as Nomad. And then you have Jack Monroe back as Nomad, retakes the Nomad moniker in Captain America 282, keeps the mantle, and starts his own solo series in Nomad number 1. And then he appears in this Thunderbolt issue as Scourge. Will he be a part of the Thunderbolts team? I'm not sure, but I'm sure it's a 50-cent book, and it doesn't hurt to grab it while it's cheap. Thunderbolts is coming. That should segue right into Thunderbolts. And here is your first appearance of Thunderbolts 449. That is a direct edition. There are newsstand copies. This book has been on the bump for almost over a year, maybe 9 months now. Fantastic Four is coming and will be a part of these later phases of the MCU. Shout out to Red Hood, who's been talking about this for a long, long time. Here's your first appearance of Fantastic Four number 1. I probably have about 15 copies of this.
Yeah, me too.
Next to my toilet. The shitter reader. No. Anyways, I wish. Avengers: The Kang Dynasty is supposedly that's the second to last Avengers movie, and this is going to be in these 4, 5, 6 phases. And this is a book, actually, the Avengers: The Kang Dynasty. This Avengers number 41, the arc is actually titled The Kang Dynasty. This book is seeing a massive uptick. I couldn't find anything online, in the $10 to $15 or $8 to $10 range. So this one's seeing a bump. Be careful when you're speculating on story arcs, guys. All I want to say, I personally don't think you should speculate on story arcs. I think you should speculate on characters and just stick to characters, especially with the fact that especially with Phase 4, we're seeing that the MCU is doing their own thing, their own continuity. They're changing shit, and it's just better to just spec on the characters. Forget about the story arc. But hey, you guys do what you want. That's just me. And then this is, I believe, the last film, right? Avengers: Secret Wars, and of course you have Marvel Superheroes Secret Wars 1, 7, and 8 here. I put here. There's a bunch of keys in this 12-issue series by, let's see, what is it? Jim Shooter, and I believe Mike Zeck is a cover artist. You have 1 is your first appearance of Beyonder, first mention. Then you have 7 is your first full appearance of Julia Carpenter as Spider-Woman, and then issue 8 is the origin of the black suit who later becomes Venom. Secret Wars 1 and 2 are seeing massive bumps. Like I was saying, be careful when you are speculating on story arcs. I'll give you an example right here. Secret Wars number 1 is your first mention and appearance of the incursion when the 616 and the in Ultimate Universe actually attack 1610 attacks 616. So, and then 2 is a better book, I believe, and that is God Emperor Doom. That's just my opinion. Also, yeah, I know Bronze Age Titania. I just didn't want to make another slide. There's actually a few more. There's actually issue 6 is your cameo of Julia Carpenter, Spider-Woman. Issue 3.
Isn't Titania coming out in She-Hulk?
Yes, Titania's confirmed for She-Hulk. That is Marvel Superheroes Secret Wars issue 3, and then there's also a Doctor Doom cover for issue 10. That's, some say iconic, some say classic, but yeah, good call. Bronze Age. Issue 1 of Secret Wars, guys, this Jonathan Hickman book, I think the print run might be over 500,000. I'm not sure, but it's really high, so just be careful. First full MODOK, Tales of Suspense, number 94. MODOK is confirmed in live action, played by Jim Carrey.
No, Bill Murray.
Oh, is it Bill Murray?
Yeah, Bill Murray.
Bill Murray's MODOK?
Yep.
No way. I didn't know that. I thought it was Jim Carrey.
No, man, it's Bill Murray.
All right. Hot take by Red Hood. Thank you so much. I didn't know that. Okay. So MODOK is confirmed to play in live action, but it's going to be played by Bill Murray, according to Red Hood. Thank you, Red Hood. That's awesome. Hot take right there. Nova number 8 is a book that's moving on the secondary. This is your first appearance of Nowhere, the celestial planet that Null chopped its head off, and now is a station, or is a planet, and the all black, the Necro Sword, was forged in that Nowhere head. And also your first appearance of Cosmo, which is going to be voiced by a Russian actress, and I forgot her name. More news out of SDCC 2022. Jim Lee and Todd McFarlane confirmed an upcoming crossover and team up. Here I have the Spawn Batman Frank Miller McFarlane issue. I'm not sure if Miller's a part of that, but this is a cool issue. Keep your eye out for the newsstand. Check the back. That's where the UPC should be. Dreamwalker Zero, first appearance of the Goon. Patrick Osborne confirmed to direct on Netflix the I guess you could say the live action Goon. That should be interesting. Defenders 17 and 18, first appearance of the Wrecking Crew. 18, your second appearance and first cover appearance of the Wrecking Crew. In the She-Hulk trailer, it looks like the Wrecking Crew, an iteration of the Wrecking Crew, is there. Some people say cameo full. I don't care. This is the guts of 17, and it looks like a pretty pretty good first appearance to me. Dialogue shown in full, name revealed, or what have you. I'm just looking for consistency with these apps and websites or what have you. So I'll go with, like Mel says, instead of first full, it's just a really cool name for a second appearance. So I'm going to go with 17 and 18. What do you guys think?
I dig it.
Yeah.
High Evolutionary confirmed, played by Cu1ture, confirmed for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. First full, Thor 135. We all know is a mini grail in a sense, but it's still kind of a spec book. Amanda Waller confirmed for Black Adam. This book is in my opinion, is still way undervalued. This is a $5 book still to this day. I mean, it might have hit $12 today. But yeah, I mean, this is your first appearance of Amanda Waller. She is all over the DCEU and doesn't look like she's going anywhere. So I picked this up while it's still cheap.
Who's that? Alfred Woodard that plays Amanda Waller?
No.
It's
she's the one that played in Widows.
Viola Davis.
Viola Davis. There you go. Yeah, she's a phenomenal actress.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. And so is Alfred Woodard.
Let's see here.
Alfred Woodard was in that The Gray Man on Netflix with.
Yeah, what'd you think of that?
Chris Evans and Ryan Gosling. I thought it was okay.
Yeah, it was okay.
There's this like new genre of movies. It's like action movies with A-list actors. So you got Extraction with Chris Hemsworth. There was the one on Amazon Prime with Michael B. Jordan. Now you've got this one with Chris Evans and Ryan Gosling. They're very simple plots, very easy to follow. They're not doing anything crazy, but they increase the effects budget, and they've got some big name actors who bring a level of quality to the movies that you wouldn't otherwise get if you had somebody else. So
well, you had the Russos direct that, and like there was a car chase scene in there that felt like very Winter Soldier-esque.
Yeah, there was a lot of drone shots, like passing drone shots. You'd have the train or something moving towards you and the camera moving away. There was a lot of those shots in that movie. They probably did every action sequence had a shot that was like that. At least once. Some of them just like tons of them. There was a scene with like a tram train in Prague, and every other shot was that same effect where the drone camera's flying one way and the train's going the other. And they did it so many times. I was like, okay, we get it. It's fast.
Hey, you see Bronze Age nerd here? I love it. Love it, Bronze Age. I feel you. I've been feeling the same way. Thunderbolts versus Dark Avengers. At first, I thought they were just going to use Dark Avengers characters from the comics and just call them the Thunderbolts. But yes, this is another way of looking at it. We'll get Thunderbolts versus Dark Avengers. That's a hot take as well. I like that. I like it. Jasper Cunningham says, buy the story arcs cheap and sell to people speculating on them. He appears in the Fantastic Four storylines and Bronze Age. Don't forget. Yeah. We talked about that. The apps are trash. Hot take by Jesper.
What apps?
Hey, Jay. What's up, Joe? How's it going, man?
Hey, Joe Dolan's in the house.
Run. Yes. Respect, but hard disagree. If it hasn't gone up by now, why would it? True. Good point. That's just like with Talos, what we were talking about with Talos. That's why I was saying, if you are speculating on Talos, check out Meet the Scrolls 1. Me and Joe were both saying that. And the many variants in printing. I think there's only a second printing, but there's a lot of variants. There's like 4 or 5 covers. Hey. Joe Dolan says Gray Man was good, but short on plot makes sense unless there's a clear plan for a sequel. I saw Gray Man. I thought it was really good as well. And then Tree Man, love the skydive scene in Gray Man. Yeah, me too. Go ahead, Joe.
No, I was going to say to pull up a book. This one, pull up Avengers. Hold on. Avengers, The Avengers #3 variant. Pull that up. This one going to blow your mind, bro.
Is it Mighty Avengers or Avengers?
No, The Avengers. Earth's Mightiest Heroes.
Okay,
This,
what am I looking
I want to show you the cover.
Let me go ahead and pull this off. Okay.
And then I want you to tell me what you think.
All right. You see it? Is it this one up here on the
Yeah,
right?
no, go down a little bit.
Okay.
Right there.
Which one? Here?
You go up. Next one. No,
one?
no, stay right there. Down. Okay, now to the right there. Click on that.
This one?
Yeah. What happened?
It's coming.
I
Just takes a
say
minute.
about Gray Man. I liked Gray Man too. I feel like since John Wick came around, I have a different standard of action sequence. You know, I like to see the actors get in there and have a nice continuous shot. And so when the camera is like cutting back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, it kind of gives me throwbacks to Taken when Liam Neeson was like 50 years old trying to jump over a fence and they had to do 16 camera shots to get him over the fence.
So this is a 1 in 25 Tedesco. Sorry, Sam.
Okay.
Okay, so look at the cover. And so this is with the Kang War. So look at the cover.
Yeah, it's cool.
Okay, no, but
It's
as far as where they're going,
let me see if I can pull up a better picture. Let me see if I can pull up
on that.
Avengers 3 1 in 25 Tedesco.
Can you not zoom in on the cover, or just click on the cover and zoom it in?
If I could, I don't know. I tried to, but it wouldn't do that. Let's see. Let's go to images. Can you see that?
It's right there. It was on the top row. There you go, right there. That one right there.
Yeah, that's the same site though. Do you see it again?
It was on the first row.
Yeah, but that's the same site, Comic Odyssey. I can't click into that.
Look, there you go. That's zoomed in.
Is that good?
Yeah.
All right. So you got Vision, you got Jane Foster, and what is that? Hercules or Ares, and then Sam Wilson.
Sam Wilson, Spider-Man, and Wasp or Stinger.
Oh, that's Wasp.
Where's
what I'm
Wasp?
saying.
I don't see her. Oh, the little. Oh yeah, I see it. Okay.
The bug.
Yeah.
No, so this is a phenomenal Tedesco cover. It's a 1 in 25. If you guys have a chance to pick it up, pick it up. You know, it's part of the Kang War run. This is one of my favorite covers. So the cover speaks volumes. You see the it's almost like clocks, you know, time, you know, and yeah.
Very cool.
What do you think, Sam?
I love it. I love that cover. That's great composition.
Yeah. What year is that from, Joe?
I believe 2017, 2018.
Nice. I'll be looking for that. Thank you, Joe.
It's like they're all hanging from a Christmas tree.
Yeah. So
right.
that's a little cornbread. I don't want to say too much. So
Cornbread.
Thank you, Joe. I appreciate that. Let's talk a little new comic book day, and then we'll get out of here. New comic book day is brought to you by Sniff Comics. This spec pick right here is brought to you by Sniff Comics. Make sure you use the code YouTube10. That's YouTube10 to get 10% off your next order at Sniff Comics. Sniffcomics.com. Ant-Man #1. This is cover A and the 1 in 25. We talked about this on the Hump Day Heroes, I believe, like issue, it was like, or not issue, but episode 11 or 12 when it was on FOC. We're supposed to be getting a new Ant-Man, a new character taking the Ant-Man moniker, but it's supposed to be way out in the future in year 2549. So I don't know what that is. Maybe that's a part of, what is that? What is that, Joe?
which one? The first one?
No, what are we? Quantum Mania, or what's the tiny city that they're saying that the that Mr. Fantastic was living in. They thought,
oh shit, the one that Janet Van Dyne was supposedly in. God, I forgot.
So I'm thinking maybe this, I don't know, this is a full on guess, but they're saying the year 2549. So I'm guessing that, hey, because Al Ewing is writing this, and he's kind of in the sense he comes out of left field with shit, but he puts things together. Quantum Realm. Thank you, Patrick. That's right. Quantum Realm. So I'm thinking this could be a part of the Quantum Realm because, that's how they figured out time travel in the MCU, even though they have nothing to do with each other. If you're not reading all the Ant-Man and Avengers comics, it kind of opened a lot of people's eyes to the Quantum Realm. So shout out to Patrick for that. Appreciate that. Bronze Age says, great show. Have to bounce. Hey, later, dude. I'll see you
later,
soon.
Bronze.
I'll talk to you soon. All right. Thanks, man. So shout out to Sniff Comics for pointing that out. The 1 in 25 is sick. I like it. It's got the huge shadow of the normal size Ant-Man, and then you got the tiny little Ant-Man.
Yeah,
right there.
that's great.
That's cool. Really cool. Okay, so ASM has a title releasing this week. It's supposed to be a milestone issue or a legacy issue. What is it, 900 or something? And I think it's translating to ASM 6 in the reboot or the new series. But you're supposed to get the first appearance of the Sinister Six Adaptoid. And as you can see, the Sinister Six is on cover A and is also on the 1 in 100 Virgin. But in this cover price, $7.99, I believe, cover price, the Ed McGuinness wraparound, non-incentive, it looks like an Adaptoid right there. So if you're speccing on this character in the guts, this is probably the cover you want to buy, the connecting cover, because it looks like that's a Adaptoid right there. And he, as you can see, look at his face mask. He's got an Electro of Earth 1610 or what have you mask on. So it looks like and look at the feathers in the back. He's got the Craven right there. So that, and then he's got the Doc Ock arm. So that's probably him. And that's the cover you want to get right there. I checked a few online retailers and they are sold out. So there are people that are speculating on this character. I'm willing to guess if this character does see interest, we could see this book on Ben's list, this cover, but we'll see. Maybe the almost 10. We'll see. Venom number 9, Bedlam Identity Revealed. Spoke on this a couple episodes on Hump Day Heroes FOC. I really like this 1 in 25 Ryan Stegman. Does anybody really care about Bedlam or any symbiotes right now?
Nope.
I don't. But it's always when people stop caring, when the orders go down, something big happens, right? So keep your eye out. I really like this Stegman 1 in 25. I think that's a must buy, at least if you're into this stuff.
Yeah.
Strange number 4. This is only cover A, but this is your first appearance of Director Nunn in full as part of the Blasphemy cartel. It's a cartel that right now Clea is battling in the Ark. Genus Vel, Captain Marvel number 1. This is cover A and the 1 in 25 Juna Bay. I like the 1 in 25. I think it's kind of different. And this is the 1 in 50 Taran Clark. It just totally kicks ass. Love it. Gambit has a new series out, and it's according to the solicits, an origin is going to be told. I don't know if it's going to be a retcon or not, but we will see. This is the 1 in 25 La Rocca I like. We're also possibly going to get a first appearance of a new character called Solars. Possible first cameo. This is the 1 in 100 Peach Momoko I like, but I don't know. I mean, I don't know which way to go there. I'm just grabbing cover A for myself.
It's a very simple design.
Yeah, she's doing those designs and she's doing really good in those designs. But this is too close to that to me, and they're not calling it a design, so I'm not really interested in it. I don't think it's that good. But hey, some people will say that's good Momoko. To me, I think that's okay Momoko. New series coming out called Wild Cards. George R.R. Martin created, and these are going to be adaptations of his novels. It's going to be through Marvel Comics. Very excited for that.
Wow.
Yeah. So
Cool.
I pre-ordered a couple of cover A's. I'm excited to read about that. This is your Nightmare Country from the Sandman universe, issue 4. This is the 1 in 25. I think is groovy. Harley Quinn 17. This is the Derek Chew cardstock on the left. And then the 1 in 25 Leslie Lyric on the right. Personally, I like the Derek Chew a lot. It's a cardstock, so it's $1 more than the cover A. I think that's probably my favorite of the two.
Yeah, it's a lot
You like
better.
it? Yeah, I think so. I mean,
The one on the left with the hyena is spectacular.
I think that should have been your 1 in 25, but I guess they have deals with these artists. So, but yeah, Deathstroke Inc. number 11. This is the 1 in 25 Ivan Tao. I think it's
Isn't
cool.
that a badass cover, dude?
It's such a badass cover of the whole family.
It's got almost as many kids as I do.
Shout out to Sam, Triple D. Task Force Z number 10. This is the 1 in 25 Ryan Brown. I like this cover a lot. It's very in Huck Lee to me. I love Ryan Brown though. Young Justice Targets number 1. Supposed to be getting a first appearance of Queen Perdita in comics. I don't even know who that is, but that's multiple platforms are reporting on this. I don't see this series being over ordered, so it might be one you might want to take a peek once in a while. DC's comics are just not doing anything on the secondary market unless it's like titled after Souza Micah or McFarlane or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like they're just not doing much. So grab these for below cover, throw them in your long box, and check back in 3 years. Right? This is Batman One Dark Night number 3. It's the Bill Sienkiewicz cardstock variant. It's not an incentive, and it's my favorite of the 4 or 5 they have. There's a new creative team for Detective Comics. It's Ram V, Simon Spurrier, and Raphael Albuquerque. And here are the covers I like. Cover A, and then your 1 in 25 in Huck Lee, and your 1 in 50 foil by J.H. Williams.
That's some killer bedhead going on in that J.H. Williams.
Hell yeah. Yeah. So DC is going to take a shot at the mech stuff. DC Comics has created their own mech arc. As you know, the Avengers already been there, done that. So now DC is going to take a stab at it. This is cover A.
Nothing catches the imagination quite like giant robots.
Well, according to people I've talked to, the Avengers mech, all those books sold out. They didn't really do anything on the secondary, but there's none left at Diamond or at Penguin Random House. So, yeah, I mean, DC's taking a stab. There you go.
Yeah.
I like Pacific Rim. I don't know. People make fun of me. I like it. I didn't see part 2 though.
It was fun. First one was a lot of fun.
Yeah. Here is the Baltimore Revis. I believe it's open order. Double check that. It's a wraparound. And then this is the 1 in 100 foil I like a lot. Something is Killing the Children, number 25 milestone issue. I know a lot of us are kind of giving up on Tiny or a lot of indies like Something is Killing the Children. But hey, you never know. Like I was just saying a couple minutes ago, when people are sleeping and orders go down, that's when things happen. Of course, it's a milestone issue, so I don't expect orders to be down on this one. Probably going to be up. But this is your 1 in 100 J.G. Jones, your 1 in 25 Momoko. And those are the 2 I like. There's a bunch of different covers, but I'm probably just going to grab 1 or 2 cover A's, and that's it. I've kind of been over the high ratio incentives for Something's Killing the Children. Nothing against them. So love the arc, love everything about them. Just kind of over the whole die cut mask thing. I'm just kind of over it. And then Vampirella Year 1, number 1. They are starting a new series. that drops on Wednesday.
Mama.
Thanks everybody for watching. Let me go ahead and hit the chat, and then I'm going to check up with these guys. These guys have been battling. These two guys up here have been battling all night. That's why I love to have them on the show. Patrick saying the Bagley cover has the character, but not on the front cover. Are you talking about the ASM, the Sinister Six Adaptoid? Yeah, I think we just showed it. He's on the wrap. Let's see here. Let's see. Strange covers have been bangers. Yeah, the strange covers have been bangers. You're right. The origin of his origin. Chad K, what's going on, man? Thanks for stopping by.
Hey, what's up, Chad?
Chad's referring to the Gambit cover right there. That's what
Gotcha. Let's go ahead and hit up Sticks Boy. He always shows up. I appreciate you. The 1-in-100 looks like ASM Ultiman cover. Which is that the Mech 1-in-100? Okay, gotcha. Yeah. Just no one gives up on Tiny and then Joe is saying always nice to see JG Jones. Totally agree.
So Ferdbird had said in the chat, wasn't it interesting that we didn't see Armor Wars? Well, I think you're going to see a lot of content dropped at D23 to fill in the gaps. And there was a shitload of gaps.
They did come out and say that Armor Wars hasn't gone anywhere. They're still doing it. It hasn't been dropped. They just didn't have any content to present at Comic-Con.
So it's
they warned us about that though, right?
Yeah, it's pretty selfish for fans, especially me. I hold Marvel to such a high standard now after what the Russos did, and they gave us like some phenomenal summers and of movies and just unbelievable stuff. But COVID really impacted what we've seen in Phase 4, and just it's a business, and they've got to get these things made, and it's not the quality that we're used to, but like hopefully with Phase 5 we can like just move on from that, and just we owe Kevin Feige and the we should bet on Feige, that's for sure.
I would say the thing that they're doing right now is they're kind of catching their breath. They went for 10 years hard, and if you recall, the first few movies were kind of less intense solo outings, origin stories, and it ramped up every time, and we got to see things kind of build over time. I would say by the time we were at Captain America, Winter Soldier, Civil War, you could see where things were headed. That was going in a very intense direction. And then we got hit with the climax of Infinity War and Endgame. But you can't always be on a crescendo. Sometimes you have to take a breath and rebuild, right? That's what happens in baseball, happens in football. You have rebuilding years, and Marvel's doing that right now. It's a rebuilding phase. And you got to just let them catch their breath. And maybe this is a sign of things to come, but maybe they're just building things up. They're just putting the pieces on the board in the place where they need to be to make things happen. Thor 4 was like a very lighthearted romp compared to where Thor had been. He had been in some very depressing places in Infinity War and in Endgame, and so he's kind of taking a breath. So, is it the case that the quality has dropped? I think putting things on Disney Plus changed a lot of what they were doing. They have a lot more constraints as far as the violence goes, and in some ways it has helped, and in some ways it has hurt. So there's more of a Disney thumb on the scale now than there was in Phase 1 and Phase 2. And you can definitely feel it. So I'm not going to say that I'm 100% confident they're going to pull these things off like they did, but I'm willing to give them a chance.
Well, the fact that they dropped both Deadpools on Disney Plus, like
And
they're to the point where, fuck it. Like if you don't want your kid watching it, don't let them watch. But we're putting this shit on Disney Plus
yeah,
because that's
I
what
mean,
the fans want.
Yeah.
why would
Yeah. I mean, Sticks Boy 73 makes a lot of sense here. He says it turned into an introduction phase, which it seemed like it. Almost I want to say almost like a test phase, right? Let's see what worked and what doesn't.
Think about how many shows and movies we got in Phase 4 following Endgame. Between the Disney Plus series and the movies, I think it's something like 10 or 12 entries in Phase 4, which is, Phase 1. I think we got 4 movies.
You know how I would compare the Disney Plus shows? So like Feige started doing these one shots, like and they've released them on Disney Plus, but that it seems like those one shot like 15-minute shorts, if you will, 5 minutes.
Yeah.
5 minutes, like whatever happened to Thor's hammer or whatever like that. I think that could have been the precursor to what you see with Disney Plus, with the shows that they're. I don't know. That's just my take on it. Something like a side story, not full into the main continuity of what they're doing, just like side stories.
Yeah, that's a great point.
Guys, hate to break it to you, but that's all we have for today. Make sure you tune in on Thursday.
Was there a time limit?
No, there wasn't a time limit, but
okay.
Rich
has to go grab some noodles. He's going to get some noodles.
No, I just don't have any more content right now. But
what? I got a bunch of content.
Yeah, is there something else you want to talk about?
Man, well, like the Daredevil 18 episode drop. I swear to God, I hope it's not a week to week, man. Like drop 2 at a time, please. Like, don't make us like in 5 months. Hey, did you see episode 17?
It's like, that's gonna be that's a lot of episodes, man.
But Luke Cage, maybe. Jessica Jones, maybe.
Well, let's
definitely Kingpin.
Let's hold that for the next episode. What do you say, huh? Don't forget about Thursday.
Laundry.
What was that, Sam?
Doing laundry, bleach out all the blood in his shirts.
There you go. And Sam, you gonna have some manga for us on Thursday, or are you calling in sick?
I will most assuredly have something for you on Thursday.
All right,
Sam, I got. So I was at Half Price Books, and I thought I was making the score of a lifetime, bro.
Okay.
So they had the manga Deadpool first appearance of Sakura Spider, but it was the Americanized version.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I phoned a couple of friends. They were like, "No, don't do it." And I had all of them. I said, "Fuck yeah, bro!" And nice. So they were going to ring me up, and then I guess Aaron had confirmed with Josh Allen. He said, "No, it doesn't have the OB, and it's not the Japanese one." And then I was like, "No, I don't want them." And the clerk at the thing was like, "You son of a bitch! I got to put all these books back." It's like I had 15 of them, man. I was like, "Fuck it, let's do it."
Hey, all my fantasy football players out there, I have spots open, so get at me if you're planning on playing on fantasy football with comic guys. All right. I know Joe's one of them. I know we are. Venom
I'll play. I'll play with you. I'm a.
Whoa, bro! I'm just kidding. Till next time, Thursday, the pickup show. Toodaloo.